Good morning folks, and welcome once again to another helping of Mr H's Hot Pot. You join me today for day 13 of our Florida holiday here in sunny Orlando, and it's day 13 of our little vlogs here by the poolside, our daily vlogs. It's currently 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm just chilling, enjoying a bottle of Mountain Dew. Now, before anybody leaves a comment below saying you can get Mountain Dew in the UK, Mr H knows that. But having tasted Mountain Dew over here in the United States years ago, I know that it doesn't taste the same over there in the UK, and it's top dollar over in the UK anyway. So I'm going to enjoy a bottle of Mountain Dew over here while I still can, because we're slowly on wind down, aren't we, Hot Potters? We're slowly pulling into the station, so to speak, of this holiday. And Mrs H last night, she marked that. That's just around the corner, as she started to throw a few of the things that we won't be using in the few remaining days that we have left here into the case, all ready for the long retreat back to the UK. Now, we still have a few days left. We've still got about 3 days left. I think 2 of those of which are full days. The last day is always the travelling day, and you don't get much out of that, do you? You always try to, but you never do. You never do. So today we're going to be heading back to the Disney theme parks. We're going to be heading back to Epcot in particular. Because little Toby James, he enjoyed the Frozen Ever After ride, which is a river ride in the Norway Pavilion of the World Showcase. So we're going to be going back just for that. We'll only be in there for about an hour, then we'll come out and we'll go somewhere else. But the problem with that is, if we just go into Epcot for one day in the comfort of our own vehicle in the air conditioning, we will have to pay the $25 car parking charge. Yes, Hot Potters, you heard me right. It's $25 to park your car at Disney. And that's the cheap rate. If you want preferred parking, it can cost you $50. You know, we always go in the standard parking. You know, you try and keep the cost to a minimum as much as you can. But, yeah, $25 per day it's cost us to park in the car parks. Now, some of you'd say I wouldn't pay that, I'd walk. But believe me, when you get into this Florida heat, and you've been in a park for 8 hours, and you've been in the punishing heat, and you're knackered, you don't want to be doing a long bus ride, especially with a little kid. So we've just had to grin and bear it. However, Hot Potters, today I can say, screw you Disney, I ain't paying it. Because what I'm going to do is we're going to park in the shopping area, which used to be called Downtown Disney, it's now Disney Springs. And they don't charge you there. But from there you can catch a bus back to one of their hotels. From there get a bus into the Magic Kingdom and the transportation hub that they have there. Catch the monorail and get into Epcot for free. Way! The only problem with it is Disney know that people do this and they frown upon people doing it. If you get caught, you can get a warning, or they can actually fine you. I've never heard of them fining anybody, but it's that walk of shame which you don't want. I think we'll get away with it, just doing it for one day, but if it was to do it day in, day out, day in, day out, they'd clock you, because they have all cameras and wizardry in there. But for one day, we're going to say, screw you, Disney, and we're going to spend that $25 on something else, probably in Disney. We probably will end up spending it in Disney, but we'll at least feel like we've got a little bit of something back and one over on them. And that nicely, Hot Potters, leads me into today's theme, which is when you're on holiday and you've spent so much on the holiday and then you're getting nickel and dime and you're getting built and you feel they're being a bit greedy, does it lead you to pull tricks like I'm going to do today? Little victories, which is what I call them. And although they're childish and necessary, you do them, don't you? Because you feel you're being screwed and you're being ripped off. And the question I'm going to ask is, if you was on holiday and there was being fair with you, would you do them? Or is the only reason that you do these tricks because you're being screwed? What do you guys think? And by that I mean the little things like taking the toiletries out of the hotel room, you know, the soap and the shampoo. You throw them in your case, don't you? I'm having them. And 1 or 2 of the towels accidentally get packed away with your clothes, don't they? When you get home, you never use these items, let's be honest. They're sat there for 2 years, aren't they, in the bathroom, and when you have a clear out, you say, bloody hell, I remember getting that. Chuck it. You never use them, but you take them simply because you can, and at the time, you feel better for taking them, don't you? And that's today's theme. little victories and getting one over on the greedy corporations in a little way. So what, Potters, I'm going to head off now to the breakfast buffet bar. Hopefully they'll still have something left, and I'll get one of the few remaining free brekkies of this holiday. So folks, that's it from me for today. So until the next time, when it'll be day 14 of our little holiday and our daily vlogs, it is bye-bye for now.